Right, I just thought I'd take you through what I'm bringing on my coast-to-coast walk in a fortnight. I've only brought 4 days worth of food and some tea powder because as I've done the research, I found that there's quite a lot of shops open and you can get your tea at night and possibly some breakfast in the morning. The only thing I haven't that's not on here at the minute are a few days worth of Mars bars and snack bars, which if anyone that knows me will know that they just won't last. They'll be gone before I get to St.Bees. So I thought I'd best buy them maybe on the day or a day before, just to get rid of any temptation. Right, so I'm taking the pack that I wore last year on my 1200 miler for the Veterans Charity, which incidentally I'm going to set up a Just Giving page for this one for this year, because I'm doing this plus a few marathons and the Forces March next April for the 7th time, and I'll be bringing my little friend Mini Phil. So yeah, so I've got I went belt and braces with the maps. I've got 2 little waterproof ones, my compass obviously, and the one everyone seems to get, the A to Z coast to coast walk. And I'll also be taking my watch, a GPS watch, so it'll be on there, as well as I'll have the OS Maps app, and it'll be on there as well. So that's 2 cases of 2 GPS routes and 2 maps. So if I get lost, there's something wrong. So yeah, just to take you through that, my electrics. So I've got an on-the-go. Well, that's for the spare card. I brought a spare card with me because I'll be filming everything on my phone. I was going to bring this action camera that I've got in my hand now, but then I thought, nah, you've got extra batteries plus the weight, and I thought I'll leave it and I'll just try and film everything. So that's why I've got a tripod and a phone holder there. So I've got a phone charger and a little small torch with which can be, there's only 1 battery in there, but you can recharge these so via USB. And I've got what's that, 13,800 milliampere charger with a USB-C and a USB micro charger. What else have we got? Moving on. This will be the kit that I'm wearing on the day. Just a long sleeve top, pair of down tough socks, pair of undies, and some trousers. And those are the only trousers I'm going to take. And if they get dirty, they get dirty. I'm really not bothered. And then I've got Legionnaire's cap there, keep the sun off the back of my neck. And what I would say one of the most important things for me is just a pair of gloves, fingerless gloves, and they are to stop blisters with your walking poles, just on the crux of your, just between your thumb and your forefinger. I personally would get loads of blisters there, and it's just not funny at all. The shoes I'll be taking are these Columbia Peak Freaks, and they are waterproof, but only up till the top laces, and then it's tough. If the water gets in, it gets in. Spare clothes, we've got 2 pairs of down tough socks and 2 pairs of boxers and 1 shirt, and then I've got just a buff for when my hat's drying. I can wear that instead. That'd be good. And this little thing I can tie to the back. It's just a laundry bag. really, a mesh laundry bag. I don't know if you can see that, the mesh in there. But when you wash your socks and your underpants, put them in there, tie it to the back of your rucksack, and let the sun dry it. I can't think of any other way of drying your kit on the move. And then I've got just a small windproof smock, and what else have we got? It's a Decathlon, I'm trying to think of the name of it, puffer jacket, and I've got a small Rab fleece beanie there, which is quite warm. So there you go, a pair of GTX over mitts just in case it really siles it down, pair of waterproof trousers, a Ron Hill waterproof jacket. It's one of those rated at 20,000 millimeters of hydrostatic head, so that should be okay. A waterproof cover for the back of my rucksack, and a little inflatable pillow. Always take one of those. And this I cut down is just it's a Trek-Lite. What is it? Should blooming say it's just a Trekmates. No, Thermarest. I beg your pardon, getting it wrong. Thermarest Z-Lite. So I cut that down. It now weighs at 270 grams. And you don't really need. I mean, I'm only a small bloke at 5'9", and you don't really need a huge 6 foot thing, because it's just excess space. So I cut it down, cut it off. I cut a few of the treads off as well. And of course, these behind it are the walking sticks, which obviously I'll be carrying every day. But I will need to. I needed an extending pair, which I usually walk at 105 centimeters with my sticks, but you need it for the tent to be extended up to 125 centimeters. So that meant either carrying two poles, extension poles of 200 mil, or a pair of pretty light sticks, and these'll do nicely. And the tent is Gossamer Gear the One, weighing in at 500 grams, plus pegs is 635. And then I've got the 4 days worth, 4 nights worth of food, and my just with tea powder, and then we've got just toothpaste, toothbrush, couple of razor blades, and some liquid soap, and then the tape for my feet, and Vaseline, obviously. And then, yeah, pretty important one to go with the water, the Sawyer mini water filter, were a couple of these which I made from 3mm silicon grade. Well, no, it's food grade silicon. That's it, and you just slot in there, if you can see that. So, but apparently these are notorious for for coming loose and failing. So yeah, so I thought I'd carry a couple of spares, and I've tested them and they fit, so that's good. Anyone who's been camping before will recognise one of these eye shades. Because obviously early in the morning, when the sun's rising, 4:30, 5 o'clock, straight through your tent, wakes you up. So do you want to be up at 5 o'clock, or do you still want to be sleeping at 6:30, 7? So I chose the latter. What have I missed? Toilet roll and the cat hole digger there, obviously self-explanatory, and a little tiny bottle of hand sanitizer. Microfiber towel, and this little fella, cork ball. You rub that on your on your quads or your calves at night. A bit of massaging, really light, weighs nothing. And then what have I got in here? Yeah, I've just got a 500ml titanium mug, the pot stand, tiny little stove, lighter of course, and 100ml of gas canister there. And what else we have? Yeah, two 600ml water bottles. Because if it gets hot and you run out of water, even though there are plenty of streams and I've got a water filter, running out of water is it's not funny. And besides that, if I need to make a cup of tea, I'll need about half a bottle of water to brew up. Sleeping bag is an Apex 800 gram, and I thought about going down the down the rabbit hole of lightweight gear, but to spend another 250 quid to save about 200-300 grams was a little bit pointless, I thought. So and there is the old adage of travel light, freeze at night. So I thought, right, yeah, I'll stick to that one. And if it does get cold, I can just keep my top on and put my down jacket on as well as my fleece beanie. And I think that's it. Yeah, apart from my little friend here who's coming with me. So he'll be strapped to the front of my rucksack, and the slightest sign of rain, he'll be off and he'll be in the bag because he don't like water. So yeah, well, that's it. I hope I've helped somebody somewhere, because I did a lot of research of other people's kit when I was planning this trip, and it really helps to know what everyone else is taking, so that you can, you know, some people like to take a lot of food, others don't. Some people like to go down the route of cutting the handle off the toothbrush, but it's a bit silly really. I was going to take some more clothes, but then I thought, well, I'm stopping every night at campsites and they've got showers, so I'll just rinse my kit through, and we'll see how we get on. All right then, thanks for watching. Take care. Right, I just wanted to add to the end of this video the weight of the pack, which came in at a total of, I'm having to look over there, 8.6 kilos. That's with 4 days of food, and so the consumables were about 2.6, 2.7, so around about 6 kilos of base weight, which I thought was pretty good for a 12-day hike coast to coast. And all being well, I should be averaging about 16 miles a day. So, but I just wanted to show you the reason why I chose this pack. For a kick-off, it's a Donald to put on. My mate's got face planted the floor, he won't be happy about that. And yeah, we're doing this together as we did last year. So we'll just slot him in there, hang on, in there and in there. Can't see because he's got his arm in the way. There you go. Go in there, and then he's just a bit of retention elastic, stop him bouncing about. Yeah, got him. And that, the beauty of this pack is, one of them is that, I don't know if you can see that, but there's an air gap between your spine and the back of the pad, which stops everything getting all clammy, and sticky on your back, and you can't, obviously you can't feel the contents. If you have any sharp objects in your pack, they won't be digging into your back all day. And yeah, so it's got plenty. It weighs what, 1150 grams, which is slightly heavier, but I'd rather have 300 or 400 grams worth of padded hip belt than not, because what this pack does, it has a T-frame across the shoulders, bending down the spine to transfer all the weight onto your hips, which is what you want if you're walking all day. Right, where were we? Yeah, we're going to talk about the poles I'm taking. These ones are adjustable. For me, at 105, which is my regular walking stride, up to I need 125 centimetres to put my tent up. Now the reason, I don't know if those of you that are after getting a pair of poles, I wouldn't follow, I personally wish I'd known this before I did a lot of research on getting poles, and the common thought is that you should be buying a set of poles which, as your arm, the top of your arm and your forearm describe a 90-degree angle. That is where you measure from your palm down to the deck, and that for me is 125 centimeters. But in practice, when you're actually walking, as you put this foot forward, you'll find that as it comes back, your arm, you don't want to be putting your arm too high up. You don't want to be putting it parallel. You never do. You'll see if you just go for a walk now, you'll find that you're walking along and your arm naturally stops there before it comes back again. You don't, unless you're marching as part of a squad, then your arm is never going to go up to there. So there's no point in having a pole that's longer than you need it, because by the time you've got up there to put your pole down to push off again, your foot is it's out of sync. So fortunately, when I first tried a pair of walking sticks, they were adjustable, and I kept decreasing the length over and over again over various days until I came upon 105 centimeters for my height of 5'9" was perfect. So yeah, so that's it. That's my kit. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers out.